Good morning, engineers. My name is Engineer Engr.AFOLAYAN. I will be your instructor for today. I'm a civil engineer and also a structural engineer and also a structural engineer designer from Braswell Global Engineering Limited located in Abuja. I'll be teaching you on how to carry out a general arrangement of a two-story building. General arrangement has to do with arrangement of your columns and your working platform, that's your DWG file. So this morning, that is what we'll be doing. So first and foremost, we'll start from the grid line before inserting the columns. Okay, for you to insert your grid line, you come to line, then you type midpoint, mid on your interface, come to this side, stretch it to this side, also stretch it to this side where you want it to get to. So we are done with this wall here. Okay, we also come to the other wall, pick a line. When you pick a line, you type midpoint or mid, pick it from this place. It will show a rectangle. If it's showing a, I say the rectangle, triangle, that shows it as the command has worked. Come to this side, you escape, come to the next line again, come to the next line, you pick mid, you type mid. Will mid work here? I'm not sure mid will work here. Mid will not work here. What we'll do is we just come here, just run a line from here to here so that we can get our mid. Pick a line, type mid. If a triangle shows here, it has. If a rectangle shows here, that shows you've gotten your midpoint. You come to this point, right click, so come to this point, right click, you've got your grid line on this axis. So you do the same thing, you come here, pick a line from this point to this point. After doing so, you pick line, you type mid, then you right click. After right clicking, then you stretch your line from this point to this point. Then you've gotten your midpoint on the horizontal axis. So we'll do the midpoint on the vertical axis. Pick a line, type mid, this is not giving us what we want, so we can just extend this one upwards. Pick a line, then you type mid to give us mid here. Then you run the axis from alpha to omega. That's how you do it. So we've gotten our midpoint here. You do the same thing for this. You do the same thing for this wall here. So we can delete this attachment. You do the same thing for this wall here. Pick a line, then you type mid. Press enter. Go to your grid line here. Same thing for this. For this beam here, pick a line, type mid, and press enter. If it's showing a triangle, that shows the command is active. So you do the same thing. Let me move this down so that it will not interact with. We'll do the same thing here too. Pick a line, you type mid, and press enter to show a triangle. Same thing too, pick a line, type mid to show a triangle, move upward and also move downwards. Same thing to pick a line on the other axis. Pick a line, type mid, go up and go down. Same thing to here, pick a line, type mid, and you go up, go down. Then let's do for the last one. If you don't have a perfect triangle, a perfect square, you can just create a perfect square by yourself by doing what I just did here. Then pick a line, type mid, click on OK, go up and go down. As you can see, I'm done with the grid line for both the horizontal and the vertical axis for the ground floor. So let's do for that of the first floor. We can do for that of the first floor. The ground floor may be slightly different from the upper floor. So let's do for that of the ground floor. So you pick a line, type mid, press enter, pick it at this point where you can get a perfect square. So you run it to this axis, you run it to this side. You've gotten that for this. Same thing too for the other one. As you can see, you can't easily get a perfect. If it's showing like this, you can just select similar, then explode. It will be doing it independently. So as you can see, we cannot easily get this. So what we'll just do is I'll just get a square and trim this, pick a line, and type mid and press enter. Then we've gotten what we want. Same thing here, we can easily get it here. You pick a line, you type mid. Sorry, this is not mid. Okay, mid and press enter. We'll get it at this point here on your line from up to. I'll pick a line again. I think this partition wall, we might literally not need a beam here because of it's a partition wall. So you can just jump to the other line. From experience, I've gotten to know that. Okay, you pick a line, you type midpoint, you press enter, you pick a line, then you type mid, you press enter, around your line from alpha to omega. You pick a line, same thing to pick a line, type mid, press enter, you run your line from A to Z. You can still do the same thing for this one too, because we might literally need a beam there. We pick a line, press midpoint and press enter. If you are watching my video for the first time, you can clearly click on the bell icon and subscribe so that you get notifications on when I post my videos. So we'll do the same thing for this axis, the vertical axis, pick a line, type mid, press enter, pick a line, sorry, type mid, press enter. Okay, this is not working. Pick a line, type mid. If you are not seeing that right triangle, then you are not getting the midpoint. Go up, then you go down. Let me shift this so that it will not interfere with our grid line. You can pick a line also here, type mid, we will need the beam here, so you can just do the same thing. Let's just get our midpoint here, then you trim this, pick a line, you type mid, you press enter. I may need the beam here. Pick a line, mid, press enter. Go to the midpoint on your grid line. We'll do the same thing for here too. You pick a line, type mid, press enter. We'll do the same thing for this point too. Pick a line, type mid, press enter, pick the point. We'll do the same thing for this wall here. Pick a line, type mid, and press enter. I will do for this wall and this wall. Same thing, pick a line. I run it from this line to this line so that we can get our midpoint. Do same thing for here too. Pick a line, you type midpoint. I think we are done. We are done with this first floor. Let me check very well. We may likely need a beam here, so I might still do the same thing. Pick a line, type midpoint, press enter. Pick a line, type mid, press enter. let me put for this one too, for this wall here. If we don't need it, we'll remove it, so it's not a big deal. This is one of the crucial step of designing. It's one of the most important aspects in structural engineering design. This is what you do before importing your work to the structural software that will help you design your columns, your beam, your slab, if you have shear wall and the likes. So I want us to design for the other floor, that is the second floor. Pick a line, same thing too. You type mid, press enter. We want to do for the horizontal axis. This is the horizontal axis. Pick a line also for here. And we can easily get this one, so we can just you pick a line, you type mid, and press enter. It's not giving us. I can get it from here. So on a line from here to here, you trim. Then so you pick a line, press midpoint, you press enter. So we've gotten for this axis. We'll do same for here and here also. You run a line at the middle to get your midpoint. Pick a line, type mid, you press enter. As you can see, we've gotten what we want. You run a line from here and to here. Do the same thing for the other one. We can easily get that because I've seen a perfect line. Mid, press enter. If you want in online classes, you can just reach me via my number. I'll drop my number after I finish one in this video. We also run private classes too. We also run private classes. So you pick a line, type mid, you press enter. So you run a line from here to here. So I think we can also run a line from here to here, because we may have a drop-in, we might likely have a drop-in, and if we don't need it, we can remove it. So it's imperative when you're carrying out design, you ask for a 3D so that you see every feature you want there. We can get this point by running a line from here, then we trim it. Then you pick the line, type midpoint, press enter, run a line from here to here. Same thing for here. Pick a line. Sorry, I'm typing midpoint. Pick a line. So we are done with the horizontal axis. So we'll run that of the vertical axis. pick a line, you type mid, press enter. So you can see this video is taking a long time. Without this, you can hardly work on you'll find it difficult to work on your prototype structure. We'll do the same thing, pick a line, and pick a line, type mid, and press enter. And pick a line for this wall here, this partition wall. You can get that from here. And also pick a line, type mid, and press enter. So let me check vividly. I also need same thing here. So it's like I'm done. Let me check. So I want the lines to be uniform. I can just pick a line and run from here to here and trim everything here. Same thing to here. And trim everything. Then you delete the line. I want everything to be uniform. And trim everything. As you can see, I've gotten what I want. So since we are done with our grid line, what we will now do is now to insert our column as strategic points. So if you want to insert your column, you pick on polyline, click on polyline, type, you right click, then press 225, enter, you go down 225 again, enter, go sideways 225 again, enter, and you go upwards 225 again, enter, and you escape. As you can see, we've gotten it here. You can now check it. It will be 225. Okay, it's not visible. If you want it to be visible, just type dimension style and you click on new, continue, then you increase this text height here to 200 or 150. Click on OK, then you set as current, then you close. Then you can just pick your dimension and just check again. You see it's 225. You can just click on it and come to this, bring it to this side. So you can just copy. We need a colon here. Okay, let me change the color to possibly red. So we need a colon here. You pick again. We need a colon here. Also here too. We need a colon here. We need a colon here. We also need a colon here, but you have to arrange this well. Then you move. I also need a colon here. You change this to red. Copy selected. We need a colon here. I'm done with that aspect. All these place you are seeing, we need a colon there. So to get this, you can just offset 225 divided by 2 will give us around 11. I think 225 divided by 2 will give us 112.5. So we want to get here exactly. You can just, okay, there's no point in doing that. There's no point in doing that. We can just pick selected. We need our colon here. You put it there. We need a colon here. You put it. We need a colon here. Put here. You put here. You put also here. You put. You can just select everything and change. Create similar so that we change the color. We change the color from red to yellow so that we'll be seeing it. Now we can see it like this. We also need a colon here. Copy selected. We need a colon here. 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 Okay, we also need a colon here too. Let me copy this, copy selected. Also need a colon here. Also need a colon at this edge too. Can pick from here. Also need a colon at this edge. So you can just check the dimension, colon to colon. Let me see what it gives us here. 3.99. So colon distance is equally structurally okay. So you can just continue with that. Let's check the other one too. .7 is also okay. I just delete these extras. So delete this one too. So what you will now do afterwards, you have to superimpose the ground floor on the sorry, you have to superimpose the first floor on the ground floor. So let's do the same. Let's do it here. So what I did was that I had to single them out to copy it out first. How to copy it out, or we can superimpose second on the first, and the first and both on the ground floor. So let me copy this and bring it, sorry, let me copy this, move it downwards here. So we'll copy this both out. I want to superimpose them, not move, copy them out. So you can change the color of this one, or you change the color of this one, select everything, then change the color. Let's use yellow. Okay, let's use this. So you highlight everything, then you move, you pick at this edge here, and you put it at this edge where you have your column. As you can see, we've superimposed the first floor and the ground floor. So as you can see, we have our columns here. We'll still retain our column on this portion. So you look at it vividly. So we'll be having a cantilever here, a cantilever on this axis, cantilever from here to here, a cantilever of 904. Why I changed the color, I want to know the ground floor from the first or upper floor. So we're having a cantilever on the left hand side of, let's just say, 905. Also having here, same thing too. Let me check the frontal side, cantilever of around 1.8 meters. That's what we're having here. You can delete that. So you'll be looking at where you will need your column. We already have a column here. You will need a column here, so you can just pick this one, copy selected, and you drag it to this point. You don't really need a column at this. This for the ground floor, this for the upper floor. I don't think we'll need a column here. This will take care of this. You may likely need a column here. You pick this, put the column here, what we'll do, we'll have to run a line, you pick line, type mid, press enter. So we can repeat this same thing here, pick the same column, where did we put column again? put the same thing here too. Copy selected, pick it at the edge, drop it here. Let me change the color to red. Red similar. Was that red? I will see that red very well. We don't need any color here. This will cater for this side, so it only remain the front. So only remains the front. You know, this lemon is the first floor. We need a column here, 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 we also need a column here. So let's start putting them. Structural engineering is not as easy as you think. This is the main work. When you make mistake here, then you've spoiled everything. So you have to be very, very careful when doing your GA. You have to be very, very careful and observant so that you don't make silly mistakes. I'll put the last one here too. I think we are done. We are done. The second floor is the same thing with the first floor. The only difference is this partition wall here. I think the partition wall for this kitchen now. So afterwards, we'll type layer on your AutoCAD interface, and click on enter. Then you right click, then go to new layer, then change this to column, type in column. You press enter, you do the same thing, right click, new layer, change it to grid, and press enter, and you close it. After doing so, you select all the grid lines. Make sure you select everything. Make sure you select everything. Then you come to this interface here. What was it called? Layer interface. And you look for grid. Then you click on it. So when you select this one now, you'll be seeing grid here. When you select this one, you'll be seeing grid. When you select all this, you'll be okay. We did some of them did not. We did not capture some of them. That is why it's not showing grid. When you select all of them and it's not showing grid, then you've done a mistake somewhere. So the same thing too, you click on the column, you select similar. After selecting similar, you come to this place, you look for the column, you select column. So we've done that. I think we don't need this here. But we need a vertical line that will run from up to down. So So do the same thing, click on line, type mid, press enter, because if you don't do so, it will not recognize it. Your total software will not recognize that line. You can just click on this, go to the same thing, grid, select as grid. So we also need the same thing here too, midpoint. Select it, go to the layer, look for grid and click on it. So once you select everything, you see grid. Select everything on this axis, you see grid. Select everything on this axis, you see grid. Select everything on this axis, is not still showing grid. Select it again. If it's not showing grid, then you have to go back and select grid. Let's come back to this place. You have to double check. So you can just make this uniform by trimming everything. So afterwards, I'll delete this, trim everything here. Delete this. Same thing here. Delete it. Do the same thing here. Delete it. So as you can see, you are set to import your file to a VM or setup structure, as the case may be, depending on the one that you are using. Okay, we are done. You can just save this as DXF. You come to your autocad symbol here, click on it, come to save as, go to desktop, you change this to the drawing you want. It's architect Tonybo that gave me the work. Let me just say architect Tonybo. You can just come to these files of type and change it to DXF, anyone you like. You save it on your desktop and click on save. Automatically this is have been saved on our desktop. So this is how you carry out general arrangement. In our next video, I'll be teaching you on how to design the columns, the slab, the beams. If there's shear wall, you design shear wall on our next video. So you can, to support me, you can kindly subscribe and click on the bell icon when, so that you see my video when next I upload. Thanks and God bless you.